Rejoice in the Lord always. And again I say, rejoice. Let your moderation be made known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. You know, we are commanded to do a lot of things in Scripture, but one commandment that we have is to not be anxious. So I want to talk about anxiety. What causes anxiety? Anxiety comes when we feel like we don't have control over the situation. Anxiety comes when we feel like fear is taking us over more than faith. And so Paul writes, he says, be careful, be anxious for nothing. So if we can't be anxious for anything, then what's the solution? He says, by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known unto God. And so when we finally make that decision, when we say, Lord, I'm going to pray, I'm going to let my requests be made known unto you, the scripture says that he will give us a peace that passes all understanding. That means that there are going to be times where we don't have all the answers. We don't know why things happened in the past. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. But God, in his infinite wisdom and his infinite love, he says, I'm going to give you a peace that's going to pass all understanding. And so I just want to encourage us today. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts and in your minds. That's where the anxiety wants to reside. It wants to reside in our hearts. It wants to reside in our thoughts. We can't get sleep because we're worried about something that we can't control. But I want to remind us today that God is in control and he is able. We might not get the answers that we want, but God is going to keep us in the midst of that situation. We know that he has a plan for our lives and we can rest in that. We can rest in hope. We can rest in the blessed hope of salvation. So I just want to encourage anybody out there today that's dealing with anxiety, dealing with stress, dealing with care, give it to Jesus. He loved nothing more than for us to lay down those burdens. You all take care and be blessed.